What is up, guys? I'm Landry with Oklahoma Rock Scene, and today we have Scarlet fucking View. What's your name, sir?
Hey, man, I'm Bryce. I sing with Scarlet View.
Hey, I'm Chris. I play bass.
I'm Justin, and I play guitar.
And I'm Sage. I play guitar.
Always start out with this question because I want to know who I'm going to relate to most. Who is the funniest in the band?
One of those two.
I'm going to say Justin. Justin just pulls some stuff out that is it just cracks me up.
Yeah.
What is your favorite original song to play and why? And we're going to go down the line here.
Yeah, mine, definitely, it's going to be our second one is that Snake Dance. That's my personal favorite. It's just about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's a good time. That's pretty much all.
Mine definitely has to be our single, Never Coming Down, because go figure, I play bass, and it starts out with bass. And it's just so much fun getting out there up front, and then just it kicks in. It's the shit.
Man, dude, it's probably a toss-up between, like, Killer and On My Way. The riff in On My Way just hits, and then the breakdown in Killer hits, and I'm just a slut. I'm a slut for that kind of stuff. So
I don't even need the mic. He said it all.
okay, yeah.
All right, I got a good one here. Do you think rock music still has the power to be a voice of rebellion in today's world?
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah, no, definitely. I think a great artist that's blowing up right now that we all know and love, right on par with that, is fucking Sleep Token, man. I mean, those guys, bands like Nothing More. I mean, fuck yeah, dude. I mean, as long as there's an angry, like, angsty teenager in the world, rock and roll is gonna fucking be there. That's what I got to say about that.
I'll say something. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
All right, here.
All right.
I was like, I totally agree. Like, that's what rock and roll was built on, and that's what it's going to continue to be.
I mean, you look at stuff like Ozzy doing songs with Post Malone. I mean, it's rock and roll just will never die, and the great words of the man himself. So you can't kill it, and it's always going to be around. Like you said, as long as there's an angsty teenager, it's just going to be around.
Right. I feel like there's a lot wrong in the world, and rock and roll just seems to be that one thing that consistently brings people together, consistently provides a space for people to be themselves and express themselves, and it withstands the test of time on its own. So I feel like rock and roll's here to stay.
Hell yeah, man. I like all those questions. I definitely think like Nothing More and Sleep Token are like some of the top bands, right? I mean, dude. All right, I got a good one here. Let's see where it is. Which of your peers and this is kind of mainly for you, which of your peers in the rock scene are you secretly or not so secretly competitive with, and why?
Ooh, whoa, that's a spicy one. Caught me off guard. Secretly competitive. See, here's my thing on that. Healthily competitive, sure, there's a few. But, I like to say when it comes to rock and roll, man, especially anything in the music scene, we're all in this shit together. We all rise together. We all grow together. Like tonight, we got some sick bands on the bill, like Through It All. I mean, we got a stacked lineup on the whole thing. And we're all here hanging out, having a good time, partying, growing together, making these contacts, making these, connecting with the fans together. And so, I don't really view it as like a bad competition, but there are some bands that motivate me, sure. Yeah.
All right, that's really good. I have another one. I'm going to start with you, okay? Where to go? I don't have my glasses on, so we're going to... oh, yeah, I like this one, because I feel like you're the black sheep in the band. I don't know yet, but I just feel some type of way. How do you reconcile the rock and roll lifestyle with personal relationships and family, and why?
I feel like the biggest thing on that is just understanding like why we're all here and what we're doing, and when it comes to family, like they understand that like sometimes when you take the commitment it takes to travel and bring this gift of music to people, that's a huge power. And that's a huge responsibility. And when everyone understands that, everyone is really okay with us coming and going like that, because they know like we're leaving a legacy behind.
Absolutely. Man, that's a really good question. And the way that I kind of reconcile with it, I have a girlfriend at home, and, one of the things I told her was, hey, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And this is my first priority, music, rock and roll. And if this always comes first. And that she had to reconcile with that. And I've had a lot of relationships fall apart because of this. Bryce is completely right. He told me this. This life really is not for everyone. There's a reason why not everyone makes it in this scene. I mean, this is really, really expensive in every way, shape, and form, financially, physically, mentally, and it really has. You can really only make it when you just know like this is what you were born to do, like within your soul, like deep within you. And that's kind of how I reconciled with it, was just understanding that when I'm on the stage, there's nowhere else I would rather be, and I have to be on that stage in order to live, essentially. But yeah.
I 100% agree with you. You said it perfectly.
Yeah, that was poetic juice. I mean, really. No, I mean, it can be challenging at times to balance everything, especially gone for long stunts. But, you know, what's nice is I think, you know, we've all got teams behind us at home that really support us and believe in what we're doing and encourage us to keep doing it. So it's not, you know, there's not really tension there. It's, you know, we've laid it all out from the start. Like, this is who we are, this is what we do, and we're not stopping anytime soon.
Do you have any music coming out and when? And what's one thing you want your fans to know?
Okay. So we definitely have more music coming out. We actually just dropped our debut single, Never Coming Down, in March, which we're still touring on right now. We're about to drop, we got 5 more music videos and singles to go with those. We just recorded all those down in Houston, actually, with the boys in Fire from the Gods. Richie Wykander and AJ helped us out a ton with that. Super hyped to show the world all the songs we wrote with them. Next one's going to be coming out, I'm going to say end of fall. We're not going to give you the date quite yet, but we're about to announce it. And we're going to keep dropping those singles and videos and touring on them throughout the next year. Yeah. What's one thing that they want to know about us?
The fans might want to know that our live show has just gotten ridiculously fun. Like, for the fans out there that haven't seen us like in a while, have no idea the level that we have honed this, and you got to see the next Scarlet View show. It's like, if you don't, you have no idea what you're missing out on. That's all I gotta say.
We leave it all out there, baby. Blood, sweat, and tears, man.
And what do you want your fans to know?
We're hitting it hard, and we're never gonna stop. We're just gonna keep it going, and we're gonna keep touring, keep putting out music. As this is gonna keep going.
That was actually the whole basis of the debut that we just dropped, is about the perseverance through the music industry. You know, we've all been doing this for the band's been a band for about 8 years, but this is really the first fresh start, you know what I mean? So people don't often see what happens behind leading up to a debut. So, but yeah, that's what Never Comes Down is about. We're here, we're not stopping anytime soon. We're in it to win it, baby.
So what's your ultimate goal through music?
My ultimate goal is to just, write music that inspires me, connect with fans, especially coming out playing shows. It's the connection that really keeps you going. So just writing music we want to write, putting out the music we want, going out on the road, connecting with fans, just helping people the way that rock has helped me.
Most of all, have a lot of fun and just set an example for everyone to do what they love. And just step out of your comfort zone. If I could inspire people just to wake up every day, jump out of their comfort zone, just do something silly. Doesn't have to be super meaningful or thought out. Just fucking do whatever you want to do, because that's the first thing in your head. That's what I would love to contribute with music.
So the meaning of life is to experience it, and that's just my opinion. Yes. So my ultimate goal is to really experience music, I guess, what the impact of it is. I want to build the biggest family of Scarlet viewers possible. When I walk out into the stage, I'm not wanting I can't wait to play to 10,000 people. It's not like that. It's more like I can't wait to be with my family of 10,000 people, if that makes sense. The big goal is just family, making a family out of this, really, making sure that everybody feels loved, welcomed, because a lot of times, a lot of our favorite bands, things happen and things come out about the people, and they're necessarily great people, and we want to be the example, like Sage said. You know, we want people to feel welcome, safe, and yeah.
That's a fucking great answer, bro. I want to cry now. Fuck. Okay. This is something I would want to get asked. Just real quick, last question. Should we go answer it? I feel like we should answer it. Come on in, man. Come on in. We're kicking it real quick. So this is something I would want to be asked as being in a band myself. Like, I know how hard it can be on the road, and I know, like, you're at each other's throats sometimes, and I know, like, even mental health, like, sometimes you're not eating all the time, and I fucking get it. So with that said, how do you keep grounded together as a band, and like when you're on tour and stuff, like how do you keep grounded enough and level-headed enough to work with each other? Because it's hard sometimes, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, that's probably got to be the hardest thing about being in something like this. I mean, we're traveling down the road this last week, especially. It's a record-breaking heat wave across the world. You know, we've been sweating it out. Yeah, right. It's been toasty waiting in parking lots. It's easy for, you know, attitudes to get fuming and everything. But at the end of the day, we all know why we're here. We all know why we're doing this. And, you know, we try to take as many breaks in nature and do a little nature bathing. And we'd like to go to state parks in between shows when we have off days. So like tomorrow, for instance, after this show, we're going to rock out with our cocks out. And then we're going to go swing our cocks out in the woods somewhere. I don't know. Jump in a lake. But, you know, we're really good with, we can be honest with each other. I think that's the most important thing. We can be as real as we need to be in the moments. We're not going to hide shit, you know. I mean, that's the key.
The world's going to shit, right? And like political bullshit, like all these things going on. What do you want to tell people in the world? All these kids listening to you guys, looking up to you guys. Do you have any advice for them?
Here, lead it, Juice.
You become the most free when you have nothing left to lose. And if you get to a point where you feel like you've got nothing left to lose, and you know, to be real, if you're really feeling you want to end it all, like you don't want to be here anymore, just realize that you got to take that opportunity of nothing left to lose and choose to live and become free and really take a chance on yourself. You know, I was incredibly depressed before I joined this band, working a 9-to-5, and it really took, I had nothing left to lose, quit my job, moved back in with my mom, joined these guys, and now I'm living out my dream. And, you know, it really takes just a moment's time to really decide that you want to live. It's not deciding to be happy or deciding you're choosing to be happy. You can never choose to be happy. It's just choosing to live and choosing to endure. And yeah, that's the best thing I can say about that, you know.
That's perfect.
Love that. You know, on that note, man, that's exactly what we write all our music about. You know, I mean, every one of our songs, you know, it's about hope and perseverance and getting through things. And of course, we have, you know, our fun party songs too.
What's up, everybody? My name's Shred. These guys are Scarlet View. They're from Kansas City, dude. Everybody get some noise for Kansas City, Scarlet View. Let's go!
big shout out for everybody who played tonight. What a fucking stack lineup, emo night. Let's hear it!